My name is Nick. I am the co-founder and CEO of Spently, and I'm speaking to you today from Toronto, Canada. That's where our head office is as well. Where are some of you from? There we go. Toronto, nice. Thanks, Curtis. Christina, LA, Charlotte. Well, we help merchants all over the world at Spently turn their transactional emails into an undiscovered sales channel. So when I tell people about Spently and what we do, I often hear from people that, they do email marketing. They send out email blasts every couple of days. They have an email capture on their site. They have great drip campaigns and automation set up. And so they say they're good. We don't need to worry about transactional email marketing. But the truth is they don't really know what it is. And when I bring it up, often they have a bit of a puzzled look. So what I want to do today is I want to talk about uncover what it is, how you can leverage. We're going to show some Shopify stores and the tremendous amount of revenue that they're driving from these emails. And then we're going to jump into some tactics on how you can leverage these emails to do the same. So first and foremost, what are transactional emails? Well, by definition, transactional emails are messages that businesses need to send in order to facilitate a transaction or provide a product or service or information as requested by the customer. So for this reason, companies don't need to obtain consent from the customer to send their transactional emails. So essentially, emails that your business is already sending, the customer wants, and you don't need permission to send them. So this really makes these emails incredibly valuable when you think about it. So here's an example. If you're on Shopify, there's 27 transactional emails that your store is currently sending. These are your order emails, your shipping emails, your local delivery emails, and your customer emails. So local delivery emails are rather new. This happened during COVID, so they're very timely. They're becoming more and more popular. And the customer emails, these are things like account welcome emails, password emails, even email marketing confirmation emails fit into this category. So why should you care about these 27 emails? Well, when the last time you shopped online, you got an order confirmation. Did you look at that order confirmation? Did you save it? What about your shipping confirmation? Did you open it on your mobile device, on your computer? Did you open it multiple times to look for a tracking link? Chances are that's probably what you did, and you often save these emails as well. You don't delete them. A bulk email, maybe you're gonna open it. Chances are once you do, you'll probably get rid of it. With transactional emails, people don't seem to do that. So these are emails that you should really be thinking about, how do I bring them on brand? What are your transactional emails look like? Are you using the Shopify default email? Have you changed the tone of voice you're using in that email to match your brand? Have you added your logo or colors or social links? These are all important things to think about, because the best brands in the world, the brands that are elevating their customer experience, they're doing this. So this is what most Shopify stores are sending, and this is your highest open email. So this is the default Shopify email, lacks a lot of branding, and other than the one button to view your order and go back to the site, there's not really any engagement here. And this is a huge missed opportunity. Think about all the effort that you're putting into your bulk emails and your automation, and think about what those emails look. They look fantastic. And most merchants aren't putting that same effort into their transactional emails, and they should be. So transactional emails, they're open 10 times more than bulk emails. And they're clicked. The click rate's 5 times higher. So it's not uncommon for transactional emails to see total open rates over 100%. And that's because, by and large, people are opening these emails more than once. They're opening it first on their mobile device, they're going back and they're seeing it in their inbox, or they're saving it and they're opening it a couple weeks later because they want to see, has the order been shipped? where's the tracking link, for example, and a shipping confirmation. So they're very important. Even think of something as a password reset email. Everybody is going to open that email because they want that email. They want to change their password. So these emails all need to be on brand. We take advantage of this amazing opportunity. In contrast, bulk, you're seeing average open rates of about 12% and a 3% click rate. And that's where your effort's going, by and large. So with Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and the holidays coming up, these are the perfect emails to turn your one-time shoppers into repeat customers. So we're going to go into some strategies now of how we can do this. On the left, you see a typical online store. In the center, a Shopify default email. And on the right, what your transactional emails could look like. So you can see there's a vast difference between the default and what a transactional email could look like. Compared to the online store on the left, you have branding, your logo, you have a navigation bar, beautiful hero imagery that your customers, can engage and quickly recognize, hey, this is the same store I was just shopping at. The colors are on point. You have a discount code here where you're wanting your customer to come back and shop again. Product recommendations of things that they may have missed or your most popular items. And even you can include images to blog posts and your social links. These are all critical. So now you can see with this transactional email, you have a number of opportunities to click, a number of opportunities to engage your customer. Whereas in the default, not much. There's only one button. So here's an example of a store Chaser brand. Chaser brand's driving an extra $3.80 for every transactional email they send. This is an email that they were already sending. With a few tweaks, now this email is making the money. So on the left, you have an order confirmation. It's minimal, but it matches their brand. And by including product recommendations, by including a discount, now it's a revenue driver. So Phil mentions, as a consumer, if he receives an email from a company that has little to no branding, it doesn't inspire a lot of confidence, which is why he was averse to continue using the default Shopify notification. And that's something really interesting to think about. You have a great store, it looks fantastic. Your newsletters look great. Your automation looks great. But then you get an order confirmation and it doesn't match the look and feel of all the other interactions that customers had with your brand. And now you could create some doubt in that consumer's mind. Was that order, did that order actually go through? Is this really from the store that I've been interacting with? So it's important to carry that customer experience right through to the inbox. And a lot of people stop short once they get that sale. So here's some examples of some other Shopify stores who've totally changed the look and feel of their order confirmations and their shipping confirmations. You can see they're on brand for the store, they're offering rewards, they're recommending other products, they're highlighting their Instagram feeds, they're showing social proof of what media outlets have carried them. And these are all different creative ways that you can separate yourself from your competitors and other e-commerce stores and really have an elevated customer experience. So once you have your branding intact and you realize now how important the branding is, how do you use these emails to drive repeat sales? And there's a number of ways to do that. And it all comes down to the marketing within these emails. Now, first and foremost, these aren't marketing emails. They serve their transactional purpose. But it's okay to include some marketing to get that person to come back. As long as that customer is going to get value out of it, it's okay. So here you have a personalized discount code. These are super important and they're engaged with way more than just a generic bulk discount code. You can actually include your customer's name within the code. Intelligent product recommendations. You're not just putting any products here. You're putting your best-selling products, or you're conditionally recommending products based on what people bought. If you do this, you see a huge increase of people coming back to your store to shop again. Amazon has been doing this for years, right? You see in Amazon's emails, even on their site, in their emails, they're always recommending your next good, what you should buy based on what other people have bought, based on what you bought. You can now do the same thing within your transactional emails. And I'm going to highlight a couple of brands who are doing that really, really well. So it's Aslan, a high-end book publisher out of New York City. They also have a bookstore and an online store. They've generated close to $400,000 from their transactional email so far. And the main way they've been doing it is simply through product recommendations. When someone buys a good, they have an extremely high buying temperature. And this is a perfect point to recommend what they should buy next. When you shop in a brick and mortar store, often you'll see, as you're checking out, there's all kinds of goods in that laneway towards the cash. And by the cash, more goods where you can buy. Brick and mortar has known this for years. They're leveraging that high buying opportunity, and they're getting you to buy again. You can do the exact same thing in your transactional emails, and product recommendations are the best way to do that. So Megan highlights that customers were very visually motivated when it comes to recommendations, and being able to display these with ease in their transactional emails has led to an increase in cross-selling products. Another terrific brand, they sell premium tea, $450 in additional revenue from their transactional emails. This is not a small amount of money. And by a few simple changes, you can really turn this into a great sales channel. So you can see Stash Tea, their emails on brand. They have their cheeky marketing, great images. You know that this is an email from Stash Tea without even reading one word. You open this and you see right away, this is the brand you're engaged with. They have a 10% discount code to incentivize their merchants, or their customers rather, to come back and shop again. And they're recommending intelligent products. So someone bought some tea, now they're recommending a mug where they can drink that tea from, and maybe an additional flavor of tea that they might be interested in. So quickly understanding the limitations of the default Shopify notifications, Trisha realized that they required a solution that could help them customize these transactional emails to match their branding and monetize them via product recommendations and discount codes to generate repeat purchases. So let's go back to the 27 Shopify transactional emails. The ones that are highlighted here are the ones that we've seen generate the most amount of revenue for merchants. But I don't want you to underestimate the value in taking the time to customize all 27 of these. You may not think you send all of them that often. Maybe you're not canceling many orders or sending a refund, but they're all important. Consistent branding is key. You want your order confirmation to match your shipping confirmation, to match your delivery emails, to match your customer welcome email. You really want that. But let's talk about these ones that are highlighted. So your account welcome email. Every website you go to now, I shouldn't say every, many websites you go to now have a little pop-up where you give your email and you get a bulk discount code like a welcome 15. That's interesting. That's, someone who wants a discount to make a purchase. That's great. But they're not joining your tribe. With an account welcome email, this is a customer who's joined your tribe. They've given you more information than just their email address. They want to be part. They're setting them an account with your store. So what are you doing to make this customer feel special? And a great way to do that is through that personalized discount code I was talking about before. Welcome them to your tribe. Change the copy within that email to make them feel welcome. Reward them with that code. And if they haven't shopped at your store, maybe they've only made one purchase, recommend them other goods, maybe your most popular goods, and nudge them in the right direction where you've seen other shoppers have success. Nudge them in that direction, and you'll see that customer now become a repeat customer. Probably the most popular transactional email is the order confirmation. Again, what I spoke about before, you're leveraging that high buying opportunity to get this customer to shop again. So this is where we say, reward the customer for shopping at your store, perhaps give them a small discount, and at the very least, you should be recommending goods based on what they purchased so that they come back and buy those goods again. POS and mobile receipt is quite the same. Where the magic really happens is if you have both of these. If you have that omni-channel experience, you're doing pop-ups, or you have a store and you have an online store, This is a terrific way to drive foot traffic to your online store, to drive people who've shopped online into your boutique. Tell them about your upcoming pop-up, or tell them about your store and the location, and do that vice versa, and you will see a whole new amount of customers now shopping in both places. And it's quite an amazing customer experience for that customer as well, to know that they can shop online or they can shop with you in store. And if you can actually accomplish that, you've now built a great relationship with that customer, and that customer will most likely be a lifetime customer. So the abandoned checkout email, it's probably the transactional email that's sent the most. Checkouts are abandoned all the time. What can you do with your transactional emails, with your abandoned checkout email, to increase the chances of getting that shopper to reclaim their cart? One of the ways we've seen this work really, really well is with conditional discounts. So you may not want to discount to everybody on your abandoned checkout. You don't want to train your customer into bad habits. I understand that. But what if you had a really high value cart? How would you do that? So there are ways where you can offer a no discount, or maybe you want to offer them free shipping if your store already doesn't have that. But if they're over a certain threshold, now you can offer them 5, 10% off, whatever works for your business. And with a very short time frame to use the coupon, maybe it's 24 hours. And now you'll really incentivize those bigger carts to come back and reclaim them right away. And that's truly what you want, right? So it's not for everybody, but there's ways to do that. And incentivizing that checkout through the abandoned checkout email, it can be profound in terms of the repeat purchases that you'll get from there. Lastly, let's talk about the shipping emails. So these are the highest open transactional emails we see. It's not uncommon for transactional emails for the shipping confirmation emails rather, to be opened 3, 4, 5 times. And again, this is because of the tracking link. People are coming back to that link. But every time they come back, it's an opportunity to get your message in front of them or your marketing in front of them. And one of the tips that we often give merchants, and they see a lot of success with, is especially going into the holidays. You can do this all year, but it really helps during the holidays. It's not just about marketing, but what can you communicate to the customer? So this is a great opportunity to include product information, return information, FAQs. And if you do this properly within these emails, it'll really reduce your customer support requests going into the busy time of the holidays. So we've seen a lot of merchants have a lot of success with that. So a little self-promotion here. An easy way to do a lot of the things we spoke about today is through the Spently app, which is available in the Shopify App Store. We have a great template builder. If you're used to email marketing, you'll love our template builder. It's super easy to use. And the best part about it is as you're creating one of your transactional emails, you're actually creating all of your transactional emails all at the same time. So you're not having to edit and start from scratch every time. You can do a simple design and then individually tweak your marketing components where, some emails you'll want product recommendations or discounts and some you won't. And so you can do that pretty easily through there. Again, our marketing components, they're all drag and drop. You simply drag them in. There's no coding required. And you can set the rules or conditions of who you want to give a discount to or what products you want to recommend. And that really just gives you a lot more control over your brand and how you're communicating within these emails. So we've helped thousands of merchants now all around the world drive hundreds of millions of repeat sales through their transactional emails. And I encourage all of you to go home and take the same steps, because it's really valuable and it's low-hanging fruit for your store. And as soon as you do it, you will start seeing the results come in right away. So as I mentioned earlier, we have a booth here today. So I encourage all of you to go check out our booth. There you'll see Jarrett, Gordy, and Roddy, and they have a special promotional link. So if you want an extended 30-day free trial of Spently, you can receive that there. And that, I think, will really show you the value. So try it out yourself. And I can almost promise you, if you take the time to set up all of these emails correctly and export them into Shopify, that you'll actually see a return on investment within those first 30 days, and the app will simply pay for itself. So thank you very much. And we have about 7 minutes left, so I'm happy to do a little bit of Q&A here. But once time runs out, I'll head on over to the booth and I can answer more of your questions there, as well as, like I mentioned, Jerry, Dory, and Roddy, they're there to help out as well. They'll be there for the rest of the day. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I'm happy to answer them. So you have a question here from Ashley. What have you found is the single most profitable add-on to a transactional email? Product recommendations, coupon. I think, to be honest, it's the combo of the two. If you can give that, you are now rewarding, and then you're recommending for them something to buy, that's where you'll really see that person convert. They don't really have a reason not to, right? You're incentivizing them. You're especially on that order confirmation where they have that high buying temperature. You'll often see that person come back within a few days, if not immediately. They'll use that discount code, and even if they don't buy what you've recommended, we see a lot of clicks go through the recommended products. So they'll click there, they'll end up on the product, and maybe once they're on your site, now they're starting to browse and they're going through other products. But it's the combo of the two that really packs a huge punch. You're welcome. Okay, I'm going to head out over to the booth. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope you take a second look at your transactional emails, whether you use Spently or not. I truly encourage you, get that branding on point and start to really use these to turn your one-time shoppers into lifetime customers. Thanks again.